Today, we are facing crises like no other. Who can help to alleviate the situation and restore the economy? This video gonna give you the answer and welcome all of you to our group video. We are H&M. My name is Minh Hiếu.
My name is Lee.
My name is Home.
So, let's get started. Since the beginning of 2020, the outbreak of the global pandemic COVID-19 has resulted in severe impact on various aspects of life, especially in the socio-economic ones. Several nations are under complete lockdown, with companies on hold, industry and factories shutting down, and the stock market reaching the lowest. It can be said that the damage of COVID-19 is unlimited to humans. The global economy is injured by the coronavirus and predicted to get even worse from here. In that context, the utmost responsibility for government, organizations, and citizens is to revive the economy. From our perspective, while we acknowledge the importance of individuals in the economic recovery process, we would wholeheartedly approve of the dominant role of collectives in rebuilding the economy after the COVID-19 crisis. On the one hand, it's admitted that individuals, to some extent, make contributions to the economic recovery. In particular, it's individuals that enormously contribute to reducing community contagion by following strictly to the COVID-19 codes of conduct at public places such as school, workplaces, supermarkets. Residents have greatly assisted their government to prevent the global pandemic from causing further infection. Let's take Vietnam as an example. During the peak time of COVID-19, Vietnamese residents have fully complied to the codes of conduct to respect the social distance, to wear masks, to make online health declaration, and avoid going out unless the emergency, while keeping working and studying from their home.
On the other hand, we strongly believe that collectives such as governments, organizations, and businesses do make an overwhelming contribution to the economic recovery. Firstly, one of the most prevalent roles of collectives is reinforcing the health system. Fiscal spending has been boosted for hospitals and makeshift clinics to be able to function well. Moreover, governments have also spent a huge amount of money on testing, safety precautions, and vaccine invention. Russia, for example, is the first country to invent COVID-19 vaccine, which probably puts a stop to the global pandemic that we are facing. Secondly, only central banks, rather than any single person, can use monetary policy tools to counteract the disruption and stimulate economic out of recession. Counter-targeted financial measures can shield companies and people from financial difficulties. Let's take the US as an example. The Federal Reserve stimulus measures fall into three basic categories: the interest rate cut, the loans and asset purchasing, and the regulation changes. The Fed cut its benchmark twice during March 2020, and the Fed also directly bought assets like US Treasury and mortgage-backed security to provide liquidity for the market. This solution provided a real lifeline for companies to be able to deal with debt.
Another unique tool is the fiscal policy by the government. In fact, people are earning less money and a myriad of them even become unemployed. Since people have to pay much for medical treatments or safety precautions, deficit spending has put humans in jeopardy. There's a lot of governments introduced programs to relieve the financial burdens of citizens. On March 11, 2020, UK announced the first $37 billion spending plan, such as a tax cut for retailers or cash grant to small businesses. Moreover, a lot of businesses introduced several policies to support the employees and implement new business strategies to overcome new challenges. Even though the coffee house had to shut down 120 stores, it didn't dismiss any staff member or cut a salary. Instead, the coffee house launched an indoor campaign to boost the delivery and online selling channels. These smart and timely solutions enabled the coffee house to survive during the crisis. Their actions not only show the high competence, but also the human side to the community.
Finally, we really appreciate constant effort from government trying to seek opportunities for domestic firms. They still play their part outstandingly in terms of international negotiations to open more doors for enterprises. For instance, Vietnam has officially signed EVFTA. The free trade agreement eliminates almost 99% of custom duties. Hence, EVFTA will pave a way to increase trade between Vietnam and Europe to give a much needed boost to Vietnamese economies as it looks to make a recovery from pandemic.
So those are the roles of collectives, but what else should they do next to restore the economy? First of all, policymakers should ensure that the monetary and fiscal policy coordinate closely with each other to bring about the stability for global finance. Without efficient policy coordination, major problems will arise, such as high interest rates, exchange rate pressure, public inflation, and an adverse impact on economic growth. One weak policy stands in one area will burden other areas, which causes a domino effect on the whole economy. Secondly, SMEs should invest in digital transformation to be more resilient against the detrimental impacts of the current and the future pandemics. Besides, international organizations and governments need to support SME around the world to be more engaged with the technology and entrepreneurial resilience. It is the role of the government to promote domestic investment, leverage, and while obtaining FDI for digitalization of SME. In conclusion, achieving a complete economic recovery is among top priorities of nations, requiring a considerable amount of time and effort.
In addition to the undeniable importance of individuals, we confidently expect the governments and organizations to deliver outstanding performance, including timely vaccine invention, digital transformation, and promoting investment.
We strongly believe that the real effort from government and organizations under the assistance of citizens will generate fruitful outcome for this global economic recovery campaign. And that's the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. And we are
H&M.